Alright guys, we're back in a new video, and today we're doing one of our inaugural meetup events here, and we're at the Abandoned Turnpike Tunnels, and we're at the meeting location. We have a group of people that arrived, which is pretty awesome, and the weather turned out great, but we're going to turn the camera around and show you everyone that's here, and they're going to introduce themselves and tell you where they came from.
Adam Tureska Videos.
Tom, Binghamton, New York area.
Tyler Relito, Chambersburg.
Chris, Chambersburg. Mark, Export, Pennsylvania.
Gregory Salvatore, Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania.
Revenge of the Apocalypse, Palmerton, PA.
McGee Films, my name's Jason and I'm from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton area.
And Chris from Plumboro.
Alright, and coming fashionably late is the Wandering Woodsman. We're still waiting on him. And possibly a couple other people, but we're going to be leaving here momentarily. We have a long walk ahead of us, but it should be a great time. And throughout the video I do have a lot of information I will share with you as well. I brought the drone with me, so we should get some pretty good aerial footage. And just expect the rest to be a good day, so if you're ready, come along with us.
Huh?
This is going to be the best.
Alright, so we're making our trek on the former Abandoned Turnpike here. It's a 13-mile stretch. Two tunnels are on it, the Race Hill Tunnel, which we're heading towards now, and the Sideling Hill Tunnel, which is much farther past that one, which we probably won't show in this video just because it's too long of a walk. But the recommendation is if you come here, bring mountain bikes. It's the best way to explore it, and you can cover a lot more ground than you can on foot, but it wouldn't be fair if I brought a bike and everyone else had to walk, so we're going to walk it together. But I will show photos though, and share information about the second tunnel, even though we don't show it. So just stay tuned for that, and once we do get closer, I'm going to show some before and after pictures and get the drone up in the air. And the best part I'm looking forward to is getting inside the tunnel, up on the rooftop and in the workings that are typically off limits for most people, but you just have to know how to get in them and do it safely because there's a lot of dangerous areas. But behind me, cliff is finally coming and everyone else is up here, so thankfully the weather turned out nice. It's a little breezy today, but yesterday it was snowing and windy and cold, so I'll take this any day.
You me both, man. Yeah, I'd rather be. I don't know where.
Yeah, at least around where I'm
Yeah, that's right.
Most of the time they're
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like just a bunch of hype or some like music
So
really should call them big feet, huh?
That's a messy name.
It is, isn't it?
It is like a little.
I walked through this one, but the other one I didn't walk through. That's where you're first in the tunnels.
That guy stopped. That is.
Well, it looks like we arrived at our destination. So we are arriving at the Race Hill Tunnel, smaller of the two, and we're hoping to get up inside some of the inner workings of it and show you some areas that are typically not seen when you're passing through a tunnel in your vehicle. Kind of like the maintenance areas, stuff like that. And from what I've seen from other videos, it is pretty precarious and dangerous, but I like to push the limits a little bit and show you some areas that I, at least for myself, want to see, and hopefully you do as well. So let's take it a step at a time and see what happens. Alright guys, finally made it. This has been 2 years in the making for me. I've been wanting to come here ever since I discovered it, and for one reason or another it just never happened, but I vowed to make it there this year. And March 2019, I can officially say I've been on and in the Abandoned Turnpike Tunnels. So far it looks pretty awesome. It's like an apocalyptic scene. And from right here you can't even see through the other side. All you see is a very faint hint of light. And the segment where the road was filmed is going to be on the other side of the tunnel, the east portal, so we're going to have to make our way through and check it out. But in the meantime, I do want to get up there and get in all inside those areas, which is for me is like an adult playground. Make our way through the tunnel to the other side to show the before and after from where the road movie was filmed. And then once we come back here, we're going to make our way up in there and explore around.
Obviously there's ways in, there's graffiti in there and all that.
Shot out here with this.
A little crawl space right there. You hear water back there. So as of right now, the camera's doing a pretty good job of picking up the light coming in, but eventually we have to turn on the other lights to illuminate it. So it's probably hard to see me with the backlight here, but I'm not going to film the whole entire way through because it's just going to be me walking through a more than half-mile long tunnel. But if there's any highlights along the way, I'll be sure to share them with you. The funny thing is, this tunnel is actually in better shape than the tunnels used today, like the Lehigh Tunnel and other ones. And those holes you see here, there's actually a cavity up there that goes along the whole top of this, so we're going to try and get up there later. There's one of the old light fixtures. the lights out. Gets pretty dark in the middle. Second tunnel, the Sideling Hill Tunnel, is much darker because it is over a mile long, so that one is the creepier of the two and much longer.
As you see, as we get down here, it's actually
Not certain, but I think that is Squidward from SpongeBob. See, is anybody else coming behind us here? There's a strong breeze coming through too. I'm sure you can hear it in the microphone. This would be really cool though to bike through. As I mentioned, it's more efficient to come here with the mountain bike. But I'm going to keep walking on. Once we reach close to the halfway point, I'll pick it up there and show you what it looks like. So here we actually have some water leaking through, surprisingly, and it's forming an ice buildup. It is really windy here.
JP, go to the place where you tell me you came.
So making our way through, sorry about the wind right now, it's literally a wind tunnel in here. It's probably blowing 15, 20 knots right now and probably dropped about 10 degrees. You might be able to see my breath. So big change in here, so I kind of can't wait to get out to the other side because it is really, really cold right now, windy, and getting dark, but not a whole lot to see in here. Some various graffiti pieces, some are cool, some are kind of just immature, childish. But all of us are kind of scattered out through here. Some of the guys are up near the other end with the east portal, and I think there's still one or two stragglers behind there. So the end we're going to now though is where the section for the road, the movie The Road was filmed. So I'm gonna try and recreate one or two of the scenes of it with the drone and take some before and after photos just so you can see it does line up, but how it looks considerably different. But if you guys are enjoying this video so far, you know what to do. Drop a like down below. So we're about probably halfway through right now, so I can shut the lights off and show you what it looks like from end to end. You can hear that wind blowing. So that stuff right there is the kind of stuff you do have to watch out for when you're coming through here. Make sure you have proper lighting. I wouldn't recommend walking on the sidewalks because there's numerous drains and holes like that. You can easily fall in, twist your ankle, break a leg, and it really ruin your day. So stay on the main road part here and just use general safety, and more importantly have some good flashlights, even backup lights, because once you're in the middle here it is pretty dark. You can obviously see the lights at the end of the tunnel, but it no longer reaches in here in the middle of it. Especially the Sideling Hill Tunnel, being over 6,000 feet long, it's going to be pitch black. You won't be able to see the hand in front of your face. So if we don't get to that today, maybe turn it a future time with my mountain bike and ride the entire length of it. Well, maybe not the entire length, but to the second tunnel at least, and give you a look at that one. But you'll at least see some photos if you haven't already, and some information regarding it. So officially made it through the first tunnel, Rays Hill Tunnel. Glad to be out of it though. It was very cold and windy. I'm sure you could tell by the wind noise in the video. I'm hoping it's not too bad with my wind muff on there, but it doesn't help that it's already windy today. But in there is at least 10 degrees colder and probably 20 knots of wind. But what we're looking at right now is the east portal of the Rays Hill Tunnel, and this is where they filmed the section for the movie called The Road. I'm going to show some clips of that, and you'll be able to see that it pretty much lines up exactly how it looks now. I think that was filmed 10 years ago. They did a mild restoration when they filmed it, and this area right here behind me was lined with some abandoned vehicles, which are no longer here. They were here just for the movie. I'm going to pull the drone out, get some footage of it, get some before and after pictures, and we're going to continue on. But right down here is going to be where there it is. I think it's about 5 or 6 miles down that way is where the second tunnel is, Sideling Hill. So don't think we're going to walk it today. It's just going to be too long of a walk. It'd probably take a few hours round trip, and we have other places in mind today that we want to check out. So I'm just going to come down here a little bit and show some of the scenes, areas where they filmed part of that footage. And then once we make our way through the tunnel to the west portal where we started, we're going to get inside the bowels of it, and that's where it's going to get a little bit exciting and dangerous at the same time. But thankfully it's a blue sky out though, and it's turned out to be a pretty good day. Had a nice group of people that came out too. There was a few others that we were hoping were going to show up that said they were going to come, but I guess for one reason or another they couldn't show up. But if you guys are interested in these type of events, make sure you follow my Facebook page and my community tab on my YouTube channel. We have an event coming up April 20th, which is going to be Centralia with Adam T. May 18th at Steamtown with Sparky 107. And then June 1st will be Gettysburg, which is not too far away from here. So they're free events, they're family friendly, and you're encouraged to come. Okay, so this is the approximate area where they would have filmed the scene for The Road. When I show the clip, you'll see some abandoned vehicles. One of them is over here somewhere. I think an abandoned minivan that the guy and his kid are in. And the big military truck comes through here out of the portal and stops there because it breaks down. And the guy gets off and ends up spotting the kid and the guy. They run over the embankment over there to kind of hide. So if you haven't seen that movie, watch it. It's not too far into the movie. It's about 15 minutes into it, and you'll be able to see that recreation scene in its full. But I'm going to show a couple clips of it now, and then you'll see the afterwards how it looks. And if you look in the distance there, you can still see the striping on the road. That's where 2 lanes turned into 1. and made its way into the tunnel. Okay, so we've got a new change of plans now. We're gonna go backtrack through the tunnel, check out the inner workings of it, and then the one guy's with us said there's a way to get closer to the Sideling Hill tunnel without having to walk the entire distance. So we're gonna follow him by car, and then it's about another mile walk or less to the Sideling Hill tunnel, and we'll be able to check out that one as well. So at least we'll be able to get both tunnels in this video, which is gonna be even that much more awesome because that's the better of the two. But before we go through, there's a little room here I wanna check out, and then we'll suffer through the coldness and darkness to the other side. See the conduit coming through. It's like a little electrical room here. And some aliens, it looks like. It's an insulator with a nest on it. And that's where we just were. Okay, so we're currently on this old access road that takes us up to the top and behind the west portal of Race Hill Tunnel, and this is going to be our access, trying to navigate the mud, to the inner workings of the tunnel. So we should be there momentarily, and if everything works out, I'm going to try and get some drone footage from us being up on top of the ventilation ports up there.
Careful, Cliff. Yeah. If not, it was nice knowing you. Thanks.
Or if you fall, I got it on footage.
Got it on tape.
Here, I'll take mine. Got it? I think so.
Now, those of you that know me know I don't like heights, so check this out.
I mean, on the bright side, if you fall, you're
This is
right there.
pretty precarious up here. I've actually seen people walk out here and go around those gates, which is kind of crazy. We're going to make our way down the ladder and hopefully get inside. I did think about flying the drone up here, but unfortunately there's no way on top of there, so I won't be able to do that. But I planned on getting like a nice pull-away shot, but that's okay.
Walk me to the door. Thanks, guys. No, there's a door behind the door. Yeah. Walk me to the door.
This ladder better be here when we come back. We'll be getting out of there.
I don't think I want to try this.
Come on, you can.
I don't know.
If I'm able to do it, I think you could do it.
What's this stuff? Come on.
JP comes in.
Not that bad at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's not bad as a thing.
Yeah, it looks bad, but
I'll hold the ladder if you want to try it. I swear to God, I'm not fooling you. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It looks worse than it is.
okay.
Just come down like normally, hold on to the bar, and then when you get down, it doesn't move that much at all once you're holding it. We got it. It's not going to pull away on you.
So let's see how tough it is.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Thank you. Not so bad, right?
No,
Just gotta go back up then. Yeah.
That's easier.
that's easier going up.
What are you doing on my camera?
Oh, you did it. Okay. This will be interesting.
Can you get to it? Yeah. That's what I want to check out.
Oh wow, yes.
All right, so we made it inside the bowels, the inner workings of the tunnel. Oh, the steps there.
Yeah, those are the ones I died on.
All right, so we're gonna
Here are the ones that were not attached.
check out what's here.
Or how far are you down?
Well, further down they were not attached. There's a whole other level right down there.
This looks pretty awesome.
At least you come out of it. There's the tunnel.
Okay. These massive fans, jeez. These are what are used to pull the exhaust out of the tunnels. Pretty freaking huge and awesome. If I was to guess, the diameter right here, probably close to 6 feet.
Just watch there's holes.
Wow. Now here's a set of rails. We can hear the echo reverberating in here.
Welcome to hell.
It's like Ghostbusters, where there's somebody told them, Wednesday. It's warmer up here. We should have went through up here. Yeah, it's so much warmer up here. It's like going.
There's the tracks. Tracks go all the way down. Just a little bit.
No, it's like the Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys walked down that Willy Wonka, you know?
So this is kind of the part we've been waiting for to get to the top of the tunnel here. How many people could say they walked above this turnpike tunnel roadway? Not too many, not unless you've come here. But be very careful when you come because there's holes every few feet. Not big enough to fall through, but you can definitely get your legs stuck. It'd probably be pretty painful, but up here though, there's no wind. It's much warmer. And the echo is incredible. And on top of that, it's just completely awesome. It's like it's lower down, doesn't it? Let me go a little bit further.
I get some holes in there.
Yeah, big difference. actually gonna turn the lights off right now and show you how dark it is up here. Want to kill your lights?
The other range is the engine. Well, when you sign your contract, you get the entire load of our lights.
Yeah, so you definitely need light up here. You can't navigate without it. It's just too dangerous. And those guys are probably about 50 yards ahead of us. Hey, here's a bat. Yeah. There's a bat here. There's a bat.
Batman's here.
Oh, there is. Let me get some pictures of it. Looks like there's two of them.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's two.
Cool. Let me get some pictures. You're famous, buddy.
Okay, so this little upper corridor runs the whole length of the Turnpike Tunnel, the Race Hill Tunnel. I'm not going to walk it, we're only maybe a quarter of the way through. Looks like the roof does get lower as you go, but there's no reason to go any further. It's just an empty hollow chamber. But really happy we got to see it because I saw pictures of it in video, and now like I say, I've been up here and I brought you guys along, so hopefully you appreciate the effort. We're going to go back to the inner workings, check out whatever else is there. Then we'll be leaving here, going back to the cars, driving to Sideling Hill Tunnel. So, a lot more of the video to come. And in case you're wondering what this is for, this is one of the ventilation tubes to suck the exhaust out of the tunnel. All these openings in the ground that we saw, the little portals, the exhaust would come up through there. And those big fans, those big turbines we saw, would suck the air out of here to keep fresh air in the tunnel. So that's what this is created for. It's basically just a giant air duct.
The heater was on this floor,
There's Cliff.
and it went down this.
Cliff.
Hey!
Yeah. Looking at that way. It's not moving, it's just that. Sure, it's
It's
possible.
just the steps right there that move.
Alright, we just got the balls.
Is that step attached? Are they all attached?
That's what I'm worried about, is like, is that sturdy? Can you
Yeah.
if you can stand on that line,
Basically, as it goes around the corner, it's not attached to the wall anymore.
so you can only get down to that landing.
You can start, I made it down, when I was here last time, that hole right there was there in the steps.
Bunch of more.
Yeah,
Where
it's
was that?
that one.
Oh, come on, really? You might be able
Just
to.
drop it.
That's not attached.
Yeah.
And even this one on this side, it's not attached either.
Yeah,
And it's still shaking. How sketchy is it?
I'm okay.
That's actually a good idea on that. Down there.
Oh, that's where there's nothing there.
Yeah, don't bring weight on that.
If you went down there, I think it'd die off.
Nobody else is gonna try, huh?
Well, see, you got the pocket size camera.
I got the big size camera too.
That's cheating.
You need a rope, just drop it down.
What was that big set? Lower it down. All right, so needless to say, I'm not going to go down there, but Greg is down there, and Alan and Jay lower their GoPros down there, as you can see. So if you want to see what's down there, just watch their videos. They'll be linked up down below in the description. All right, he's going to stand up. That'll look easy.
Right?
I survived the pit of death.
I didn't know when that was.
Yep.
Come on, stretch.
You got it.
We got this guy already up here waiting for us.
Hey. Hey, we gotta follow Obama's policy, no child left behind. I think that's the last one.
All right, we all made it out safe and sound, but one word of advice: you come here, use extreme caution. Very dangerous in there. As you saw, he went down some not so stable steps. There's holes in the floor, it's dark, a lot of rusty, sharp areas, so wear gloves, wear boots, bring lighting, and most of all, be safe.
Yeah, this is definitely a place to do with buddies, not solo.
Yeah, that'd be really risky.
I wouldn't come here alone.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, Greg.
He's like a monkey, very good. You got it. Alan, where are you? Over here.
Okay, guys, we're in another section of the area now. We hopped in the cars, took about a 10-minute drive, and now we're closer to the Sideling Hill Tunnel. Right behind me here is what's left of the service plaza that used to be here. There's only one on this section of the 13-mile road, and now it's just an empty lot. But we do have a little bit of a walk to go, not too far, and we'll get to the Sideling Hill. The better of the two tunnels, which is well over a mile long and has the service corridors on both ends of it. So I'm really excited to check that out and to share it with you guys. So let's keep moving. Okay, so we finally reached the portal of the Sideling Hill Tunnel. Believe it or not, the actual turnpike is right up on top of there now, going across this way. So I'm going to try and get the drone up in the air, get some shots of the exterior, and maybe raise it up and see if we can see the vehicles up there, which would be a pretty neat shot. But as I stated throughout the video with the information, this one is over 6,700 feet long, well over a mile long. So this one's going to be much longer, much darker, much colder, and much more awesome, at least in my opinion. And as you can see too, this has the ventilation areas on both sides of it, so we have the inner workings that we could check out on both ends of it, which will be even more impressive than the first one of Race Hill Tunnel. So I'm gonna get situated here, get the drone up in the air, and hopefully you guys enjoy the footage. And all you can see is darkness. It's really ominous and intimidating looking. This is one of the larger tunnels that ever could be found as an abandoned tunnel, and on top of that, you have the rights to go through. Again, it is public walking and biking area. No motor vehicles, but gotta say, really lucky to live in Pennsylvania to have places like this to check out. I'm most likely going to return over the summer with my mountain bike and probably bike a good portion of this. But I'm glad we came now because all the foliage is gone. We can see everything nice and easy. In summertime, it's all going to be grown in and harder to navigate and to see things, but it'll obviously be warmer. But one thing though is that it's going to be very, very cold in there. I can already feel the breeze coming out. And it's going to take a long time to walk through there, but I'm really excited to check it out and to get into these other workings because I think some of the guys are already up there. So going to look out the face of it here and then make your way up top and inside and go from there. Yeah, when you look in the distance, all you see is a faint glimmer of light.
Yeah, it looks like it turns to the left.
Yeah, it's like a little curve to it. The roof though looks a little more worn away here.
Yeah, it does.
There's water running too.
It's right there.
Is it?
That hole. You don't see it. Yeah, I thought there was a little door behind the cold over there. I was like, oh, there's a metal ladder going down. Where's that going?
There's ice in here.
Yeah, I took the stairs that I'm going for this time. Somebody else has to take the stairs of death.
Hey, good luck taking these. They go up though.
Hey, there's still a hopper in this one.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody in a video kind of going up these railings, which is crazy. It ain't worth it.
Like, where are they?
Yeah.
You know, they're not even here. It's crazy. There's a bunch of coal in there.
Oh yeah.
And then that little manhole over there on the wall. That was what was disappointing. I'm like, oh, where does that go? It just stops.
Oh, yeah, it's just a pipe in there. Okay, we have a set of steps. Doors open, so down we go. You did.
I mean, there's a little tiny hole, but
Huh.
lots of footprints in there, so that means we can go down there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost identical to the other one. You know, I want to try and get up and get inside one of these turbines.
Careful, that's a balance beam and a half.
I'm going to head up inside of here and give you guys a size reference just compared to myself. As I mentioned, they are pretty large. I could pretty much stand up in here. I'm 5'11", so I guesstimate these are 6 feet tall, and they are. But just imagine this thing spinning at a high rate of speed. It's pretty incredible.
There's JP down there and Alan.
What are you doing? Trying to get high?
No, I am high. Oh wait, that's a Centralia video. I forgot.
And this is why I say to be careful and not come alone, because look at that. You keep down here blind, you kill yourself. Yes, unlike Race Hill Tunnel, this was actually opened up. There's a big opening here, and now it's kind of, you can tell there's an opening here, there's a plate over it. There's only this little thing opening here. So that's a little different, but it's still a straight up throw.
Some kind of cavity or something.
So what we're looking at would be 2 lanes of traffic coming and going from here, forming 1 lane into the tunnel. So we did manage to find one good piece of graffiti here. We got Speed Racer hiding down there on the wall. Of course, somebody had to ruin it by painting crap over it, but that's really good, pretty talented. Alright, into the darkness we go. I'm not going to film too much of this because there's a long, strong breeze coming through. It's going to not sound the best, but again, any highlights I will show you throughout the way. But once we get probably halfway, I'll show you how dark it is and maybe do an echo test. And we got an Angry Bird. Alright, so right now we're about halfway in the tunnel, and you can see in the distance how far away it is. I'm going to shut the light off, you'll see how dark it is. It can't even focus on the light, and I'm going to turn around towards the direction we're headed, and all you see is that little faint light at the end of the tunnel. It's so dark in here, it's getting blurry. I'm going to show my light down in the distance though, and you'll see a little bit further. So sorry about the blurry footage. The camera is struggling to kind of focus on anything just because it's so dark and so long. But just take my word for it, it is pretty eerie and creepy, especially when you're in the halfway point because you have several minutes until you get to either of the exits. So as I mentioned earlier, if you come here, bring extra lighting, bring good lighting, and probably don't come alone. As you saw, there's a lot of dangerous areas, but it is a really cool place to explore. So I'm happy to say I was able to check it out. And if you're in the area, I suggest you do the same.
5:37, 1989. 1995. Well, oh, they're creative graffiti out here, that's for sure. What that?
Can we call an Uber, pick us up over here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. So we made it through, walking over 6,700 feet. Cold, legs are a little sore, but we made it. May or may not go up top here and check it out. We did see a lot of water coming through, so it might not be the best conditions, but we're here now. We're gonna take a little break, relax, and eventually head on back. Otherwise we'd have about a 5-mile walk back to Rays Hill, which we don't want to go that way. So all in all, really cool. Actually some pretty cool graffiti pieces here. Okay, so after some convincing and coaxing of myself, I made it up to the top here. It's just Jay and myself, the other guys are hanging out front. And we'll check out the upper and inner workings of the Sideling Hill Tunnel on the other side of the portal. So far so good.
This one actually has doors on it.
It's dry here at least.
And all the
Yeah.
breakers.
This one is almost identical to the Rays Hill.
Yeah, but this thing right here is...
And these doors are pretty cool right here.
Now that hole is smaller.
I saw it. So here we are, another, I guess you want to call it a fan house. Good thing is that this one's much more dry than the other one. So, looking better than the other side at least. Alright, so I guess we're going to try and go above the tunnel like we did in the Rays Hill and see if it's still the same or not. Yeah. That's a big latch. Oh, look at this one's lifted up here. You were right. This lifts up.
Oh yeah.
See, it's off the frame.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. So we're currently above the tunnel right now in the upper corridor of the air chamber. And I'm gonna do an echo test. I'm gonna yell and we'll see how it sounds. Hey! That carried on for a good 10 seconds probably. That was pretty neat. And we found another winged friend. Got another bat here too.
How are they not taking off?
Things are sleeping.
Yeah, but aren't we like loud enough? Especially with yelling.
I don't think they're dead. I don't know what they're doing. I got a fire going. That's like a campfire. All light fixtures. Should we go down again, I guess?
I don't know, there's some stuff. I want to try. Whole thing shake where you're stepping.
I mean, I could jump down there, but I'm afraid to go through.
Yeah, if you jump on that,
It's-
it floods you like that.
It's flooded down there too.
Oh, all right.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the look at the abandoned turnpike tunnels down here in Breezewood, Pennsylvania. First, I'd like to thank everyone that came out today. There was around 10 or 11 of us. And everyone that does have a YouTube channel, I will post their channel links down below in the description so you can head on over there. Consider subscribing to their channel, but more importantly, check out their videos so you can see their take on this incredible location. I know this was a long video, but I hope you enjoyed the footage I provided for you today. We made it to both tunnels, which originally wasn't going to be the plan. It did work out though. Thankfully to the gentlemen that came, him and his son, they knew another way here to the Sideling Hill Tunnel, and it worked out, and we got to show you both of them. Drone footage hopefully came out great, as well as the photos. If I didn't already do so, I'm going to have a photo montage that's going to be after my outro here, so stick around for that. And everything else that you saw and the information I shared with you hopefully was not only entertaining but informative. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or thoughts, please leave them down below. As for me, I thought it was incredible. Not every day you can say we walked through an abandoned turnpike tunnel or walked down a stretch of abandoned turnpike road or highway. So being in the upper areas though was my favorite part of it. And this tunnel we saw all those bats, and it was just a really cool experience and something I'm able to check off my bucket list. So with that said, I'd just like to tell you that you can follow me on Facebook, where I do have pictures that I do share with my adventures. I also have photographs for sale. My Patreon page, where if you share $2, you'll get exclusive access to upcoming content. And also, I do have a merchandise shop where you can get some JPVideos merchandise. All those links will be found down below in the description. Lastly, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, ring the notification bell. And lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And like always, I'll see you in the next video.